everybody. Welcome to Father Time by the Fire. We run every Thursday at 8 p.m. We hope you can share these links with your friends, your family, your teachers, or anybody you can, and to repost it on your Facebook, your Instagram, to show other people what we do. And we hope you enjoy what we talk about in our conversation with my dad.
I love dogs, but my sister loves dogs more than I do. I just think of naming dogs, like welcoming every puppy, and sometimes I'm always sitting and wondering how many dogs do you have in your house?
Have now?
No, like when you grow up and you have your own house, how many dogs are you aiming at having?
As many as I can.
As-
Because if I could, I would have a dog farm.
A dog farm?
Yeah.
Wow, my sister wants to have a dog farm. And there is this thing you always do, like naming dogs. Like you have Ginger, you have Lola, you have Pepper, like different and nice names. How do you get to that? Like naming a dog, what?
So I basically name them on mostly the first name that I think of. If I like the name, or like I'll tell my parents, and then if they like the name, then I'll be like, okay, we can name this dog this,
Yeah.
or we can name it on their personality, anything like that.
Like Ginger.
I
But
thought-
in the most times she has to win
Wow.
still. So
Because she loves
even
dogs. so
even though we come up with some other names, but
she'll still.
Like for Ginger, that was the first name I thought of. Once I looked at her, I was like, okay, this one's Ginger.
Because she looks like.
Yeah, and then the color, it's like ginger.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, this one's named Ginger.
Wow, I want to have 10 dogs at my house.
10 dogs.
10.
10 dogs, yeah, but when they're different, like different species and stuff, but I want to have 10 dogs. But I'd want the 5 when the 5 are black and then the 5 are different colors and stuff. And I would love a dog that looks like a lion, like the one you have with a lion face.
Ah.
That's what a dog.
You spelled
How about the one that looks like a bulldog?
Yeah, I would also want to have that, but I love the dogs with the lion face. Yeah, they look nice.
So, Avian, among the dogs you have, which one is your favorite?
probably my Millie. 'Cause-
really,
yeah.
Yeah, I love Millie so much
hmm
because she's
Is it because of the color? Why?
Well, so when we got her, it came with another. We got her with another dog, and we named him Whiskey. And then we had him for a month or so. We had them for a month or so when they were puppies. So we got all our dogs when they're puppies because, like, when we have them bigger, they do better with puppies more than bigger dogs, so that they get used to them. And our dogs are always nice with our puppies. And then,
What's that one thing you love about dogs? Like that one thing that makes you welcome all the dogs again and again and again.
well, it's probably because they'll be cute, or like they might need help, or like if there's a puppy on the side of the road and a kid is selling it, I'm like, oh, I want that puppy.
Wow.
Like me and my dad, like we have 2 new puppies.
Wow.
So the one that we got, we named him Duke.
Duke.
Right when my dad saw him, he was like, no, I can't not leave this dog there. So then he comes home, and then he surprised me with a dog.
Wow.
And then we end up getting another one,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later.
But it's like as if Duke is a Ugandan, according to what he looks like.
I love the white one with the brown eye. Is that Duke? Yeah. It's so pretty. It's a white dog with a brown eye. But I love all your dogs, and because of that, like, you've inspired me, like, to have 10 dogs. I really want 10 dogs at my house. So whenever you're coming to my house, you'll be having that big signpost. Be aware of dogs. If you're not dog friendly, I don't know how we'll do it, but I'll have 10 dogs at my house.
For us,
So far at your home, you have one dog which is cute. Her name is cute. But I've never seen you nurse her into the type
She
of
follows
that
me
you
everywhere. We have this one dog that follows you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, it follows you.
love. Actually, even though you're to move 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, she will still follow you.
Like, if for everybody or just you?
No, like everyone
Everybody.
at home.
Oh,
She knows
okay.
Provided
everyone.
that she knows your face, that you're
She'll follow you when you walk around the neighborhood?
Yes. Even when we shifted, we
Mm.
thought we had left her at the old house. She still come to a new house. Like
Why,
she
how
was.
come you guys left her at the old house?
No, like we didn't have.
we didn't leave her there intentionally, but we
didn't
are
have
busy.
when
but-
Mm.
No,
busy
she
shifting
followed
and
that
She
stuff
she followed the car.
Yeah, she
Yes.
followed the car.
to the new house.
She
Wow.
go to the new house.
That's a very smart,
Smart
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
By the way,
she
she
comes
loves
to church
prayers also. She loves
every
prayer.
morning. Like every Sunday morning when you are coming, like to prepare the church and stuff. She
She
knows
comes.
we are leaving. It's like she knows it is Sunday and we have to go to church, like to get church ready.
Mm.
So every Sunday morning she's always at the gate ready.
And
Mhm.
also
to
she
open.
knows what to do at church. She knows that if you're in a service,
You sit
you
down
must
and
sit
keep
down,
quiet.
keep quiet, and you don't have to move around.
I didn't know we have a praying dog.
Yeah.
That's a
Actually,
smart dog.
She's the most
Community.
holy dog I've ever seen.
Like we were wondering, but like there was a time, sometime back they killed like most of the dogs around,
Mm.
and she was not killed. But then
Though she took the poison.
yes, so
But she
everyone
didn't die.
yes.
Yeah, she didn't die.
How did she escape that?
So everyone was saying
almost
because
died,
she goes to church.
Oh.
So everyone at home was saying because she goes to church,
Yeah.
she's protected.
Yeah, but
That's
she,
the-
And she has church
she
this
was
week.
almost breathing her last.
Mm.
She collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And they
that.
gave her milk.
Yeah, they gave her milk.
You see?
And
Her prayers were answered. She's
yeah.
covered by the blood
That's fun.
of Jesus.
Yeah.
How wonderful is that?
And there is this one thing I love about dogs. Like dogs are royal.
Mm.
If they know you, they are royal. It's like it's in them. They always want to protect you
Mm.
and cover you. It's like they even know when you're bored, when you need help, and what.
Mm.
Like I was watching a clip. Like I think the owner of the dog fell in water, but this water was struggling and running to the water, like to get the person out.
Mm.
I love that's one of the things I love about dogs. That, like they're royal and stuff. That's why I want to have my 10 dogs at my house.
Okay, for me, what amuses me about dogs, it's that. Like, now, I'll give an example of our dog at home. That cute. Actually, for her, she can tell over the 20 voices at home.
Mm.
She can recognize everyone by their voice.
Mm.
Let's assume it's night time and she hears a certain voice that she doesn't know, she'll have to bark at you.
Mm.
Yeah,
Even
she
when
loves
she's in front of the house and you're this side
Mm.
behind the house,
She
she'll
can-
have to bark because she
Mm.
doesn't recognize the voice.
Mm.
Seems that there is a stranger who has intruded in
Mm.
her house. So
Mm.
I just love dogs. However much Cute is a coward.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a coward.
Like when you get in danger and go with her.
She runs.
No, she will have to bark
Back,
and
but
then she runs.
She
She
run.
runs behind you, and she hides. She hides behind you.
like instead, you know when a dog, when you're in a fight, it's the dog to
Yeah.
come in and fight.
Which is
But
good.
for her, she run for protection, like
Which-
behind
yeah.
you.
Which is okay. Which is good because there's a saying that who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. So that's,
Wow, I
that's a
love
smart,
that.
That's a smart move.
But that works good for her.
But one bad thing about Cute is that she will have to steer up the fight.
Yes,
Mm.
she starts
She
the
causes
fight.
the fight. She starts.
Yeah, and then
Then
cause
she
the then
disappears.
cause the back up. When you call the back up, that's smart. That's a smart dog.
Then-
That's
then-
why she survived the poison. Maybe she didn't even eat all of it. She knew there's something. You know? Holy Spirit must be working with that dog. I'm telling you.
Gave her like a contract.
wow, I love that. So it's a
You're
contract
gonna give her a contract, yeah.
with the Holy Spirit.
Sign that dog.
Mm.
Really, smart dog.
At first, we used to think that she was a white, maybe
So she was
because she
like-
had a lot of
When she was
Like she
young.
was so hairy when she was young, so we used to think that maybe this is a white breed. So we gave her that special care. But the more she grew up, the more
She proved to us that she's
That she was
an
a local
African.
dog.
An
Yeah.
African
the
dog.
more she started acting so local, so she began escaping from home. Anyway, dogs are funny. I love dogs a lot also. Though I won't love to have 10 dogs in a home, like what Sophie does.
And the good thing, like, the other thing I love about dogs is we are many at home, but she knows that mom is the one in charge. So, like, you know how you can speak to someone? Like, this dog listens to some of the things you tell it, but even when she runs out of the gate and she comes back and she sees mom, she tries to hide, like, peep and try to hide itself because she has seen her. But when she comes through the gate and it's just one of us, she comes properly. And like even when like she raises her voice to talk to this dog, sit down, do what, she listens. Like this dog knows that everyone here stays here, but the owner, my owner is this person.
So Aviana, like, tell us about Uganda and the States. Like, for you, like your experience of living between the two countries. You know, there's some people who say, "You're living in Africa. You know, how can you like even handle living in Africa?" What would you say about somebody who says that from your own experience?
Well, it's actually kind of fun because I like traveling. So, and then I get to go to fun places. And then like how like my family, they'll come here. And then we get to show them around here. And then like I'll show them like where I live, the church. So then like you can get to show them a new place that they've never been before. Like for example, when my cousins came here 2 years ago, we got to show them around the places that I've been and that are fun.
And then you made them eat the fish eye.
Yeah. I made them do that.
Which
I
is,
remember that.
which is crazy.
They don't eat the eye of the fish.
No, I do, and they think it's disgusting.
Why?
You know, in the States, it's very hard, like, to see the all fish with the head on.
Yeah.
Like, they have, like, fillet, like fish fillets and stuff, so that everything is cleaned out. You know, you don't get to see, like, chickens
the
get
eye.
slaughtered and stuff.
Yeah.
All things are weird.
So we got to show them all of that.
Yeah. But you know what's so funny? Like, you know, like for us here, we don't eat the chicken feet, like not the legs, but those 5 toes or feet, whatever. So, and I didn't know that in the States, like some people eat those chicken feet. So I was in the grocery store one time, and I happened to see them. I was shocked. Yeah, but what you told me, that's so funny.
You were shocked to see that they
Yeah.
like people here are eating
Yeah,
them.
and some places they don't even eat the goat meat.
Yeah.
In the States, yeah.
Why?
You know, maybe in the South,
They don't eat.
yeah, they don't eat goat meat.
So Aviana, how did your cousins feel like you introducing them to eating the head of the fish and the eyes and everything?
Well, for me, I eat the eyes, and then like I'll eat the rest, and then like we'll share it, and then like I was showing them like what you do, how to eat it, and like my dad was telling them that too because he's better at that stuff than me. So then I showed him how I eat the eyeball, and then they're like, and then they would ask me like, how is it? And then I would tell them, well, it tastes kind of weird sometimes because it really depends. And then they would like think it's very gross and disgusting.
So Aviana, do you eat goat meat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Goat meat, crocodile meat, hippo meat,
meat is
cow
meat.
meat.
And how about an octopus?
Hey.
Was it an octopus or?
Meat is meat.
I think yeah, I had an
They,
octopus or a
they eat
squid.
the octopus.
I think it was an octopus or a
I
squid.
would if they eat it, so but I don't know if they eat it.
I don't remember if I
was
ate an
told by
octopus or a
someone
squid.
that she has ever eaten it.
Do you love
Like,
seafood?
actually,
Yeah.
some restaurants here in Uganda have ever been told that some restaurants here prepare them
Yeah, somebody was telling me that they ate the python, you know, those big snakes.
Yeah.
Python.
They'll have it soup.
Yeah.
They'll have snake soup.
Here in Uganda.
I was like, oh, I want to have some of that here in Uganda.
I'll never eat that. For me, I can't eat that.
Python.
You go for a date and then someone orders for python.
Yeah.
Meat is meat either way.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with other meat, but the snake, no.
That's
won't
what I
eat that.
also told my friend. Even you see the things of where they say they don't eat dogs, but if I go to a place and they cook a dog, I'd still eat it because meat is meat either way.
So,
Just-
Amiana, what do you think about the church in Uganda and the church in the States? What's different? What's weird? What's different?
Well, for our church here, it's unique. So
Yeah.
they have like different stuff that you like. They have different stuff. So
and,
like,
and people pray crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the
crazy
states, in the states, in the states, you just pray. You'll pray in tongues. You'll see people like swaying around, or singing to worship music. Like at our old church from Grandpa and Grandma, we'd have different things like a kids' church. So it would be separate, and that was very fun. But like you'd never find that in any church anywhere in the States.
Hmm.
And then here, it's very fun. It's unique, and I like how like there's different stuff every time.
Mm.
And then I like,
Church.
yeah, and then I like how like the building and then the space and then new people coming. It's very fun.
Mm.
So, like back in the States, during your church services there, have you seen someone being delivered?
I
Yeah,
believe so, yeah.
yeah, cause like at church, before like a few years ago, we'd have this thing. Well, we still have it, where like you would like have this a couple of times where you would pray over people, and then like they would just fall over, you know. And like I would see people get delivered or like baptized.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I've been baptized 3 times.
Wow.
Because 2, we did it at our house where we do like these services with like people from church. We call it like a family picnic. So like you'd get baptized if they wanted to, and then baptized as a baby. So like I've been baptized 3 times, and then
So that means that some more are coming as you're growing up.
yeah. So like I got one when I was baby, when I
Yeah.
was 7.
So
when
if
I
you
was
go
10.
to Israel, then you got to get baptized
Baptized
in
again.
River
Yeah.
Jordan.
Wow.
So how many certificates of baptism do you have? Do you have all the 3?
I don't know. I think I only have 1 because we just like do it differently at like the house. So we have the picnic and then you could get baptized there. But I think we have one from when I was a baby. I think we have that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't think from the other 2. We wouldn't have any of it.
So do you watch some clips of yours where you're still young?
Yeah, like I'll go on my mom's phone or my phone and like I'll look at like videos of me doing some random stuff. Like saying I'm going to a soccer game, basketball game, hanging out with friends, dogs. Like I'll take a picture of my dogs, I'll video them doing something fun,
Mm-hmm.
and then all that stuff. Or like I'll take screenshots, or like for me I take lots of videos because I like videoing stuff for fun. Like I'll video if I'm making, like in the States I'll make slime with my friends. Or like I'll play with all my dogs, like run around. Or my dad will take videos. He'll take pictures of his food, yeah, and all that stuff, like working out. Yeah, mostly that stuff.
So when you're talking to your dogs, do you ever say to your dogs like, "Where's my dogs at?"
For me, I'll sing Who Let the Dogs Out. If like we just let them out, then I'll sing to the dogs Who Let the Dogs Out.
Who let the dogs
Or I'll just
out?
sing to them, or just ask them questions, and then I'll talk to myself and say, I know they can't understand me, or like they can't talk. I wish that I could understand what dogs were saying, or like the dogs could speak.
Mm.
Because then, if I was bored, I could just go to the dogs and say hello, and then they say hello. You know, like they're human.
But sometimes you can get their you can understand their language.
Yeah.
facial recognition.
Like for
The
our
way it
dogs,
expresses itself out.
for our dogs, if they hear a single thing, they'll just go crazy if it's something. Or like earlier, they would see people up there.
I'm
They would
surprised Laura,
bark.
she's quiet.
Yeah, they would get like they would bark at like people, but they're very protective dogs. Or like people, like my friends will come over and they'll be scared of them because of how they look.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell them, oh, there's nothing. They won't do anything to you. They're very sweet.
Mm.
And then I'll say, okay, just pet this one on the head. And then they'll be like, okay. And then they'll pet them on the head. They'll be nice to them, and then I get used to them. So that's like then they'll get used to the dogs, and then like I'll make people get used to dogs more, and like teaching them that they don't need to be scared unless the dog's actually dangerous.
Mm.
You know, even though they might look dangerous, they might not be dangerous.
So, Papa,
Mm.
of recent here in Uganda, we've had an instance where we've had the bombings,
Mm.
and you've seen how it has affected us.
Mm.
Actually, the like some parts of the town
Mm.
were locked up
Mm.
on that day.
Mm.
And has it ever happened in the States, and how have they ever handled it?
Well, this one here, which just happened recently. That's the first time I think we experienced something like an act of a suicide bomber. That has never happened here before. So that's what even made it more scary.
I think it has happened 2000.
Oh, during the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
2008.
yeah, but this was the first time where you see somebody on the video.
Yeah, like
Like walking and stuff, you know, so the other one wasn't seen like that, so that's what made
that
it
one
more,
was like a target, but this one
Yeah.
someone just came with a
yeah, so that made it more scary, you know. It happened in the States, of course, before, but it's always the same way, like, everybody will be uneasy and uncomfortable where something like that happens.
Yeah, or they won't want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like there'll be like a threat to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Or like they'll say there's a threat, but then they'll do it somewhere else, like a
Mhm.
distraction
Yeah.
or anything like that, to scare people
Mm-hmm.
into thinking stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, over the weekend, I went to some cinema hall to watch football.
Hmm.
I had a backpack with me which had some soda and some type of inside. And people were so scared of what I was carrying inside. And everyone was so eager to know what I was carrying inside.
Mm.
So it put everyone on tension.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess it would have been the same way if it was another person carrying the bag
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
you, like, who is watching them. So that's the same way.
because that's
Yeah.
how the guy was on the video. Was
Yeah.
like just a normal person
Mhm.
carrying a bag, and after 3 seconds,
Mm. Mm.
that was one of the scary moments I had.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
Someone exploded.
I feel bad
with a
for the
bomb.
people
So
who are just walking like it was a normal day,
Mm.
and then they just get caught in a bomb.
Mm.
But it wasn't their fault,
Mm.
or they were just walking, maybe going to the store,
Mm.
having their daily walk, and then pop.
Mm.
But like people would be scared, or like they wouldn't want to go anywhere, all that stuff.
Because actually that day I didn't even go for school. I stayed home the whole day.
Mm.
What if I go and something else happens? Because I watched the video. But one of the things I loved that night is when I was watching news, is how that police guy was speaking.
Mm.
Like he was speaking like someone who is educated when he was telling these guys who bring out the news, the
Mm.
way they should bring out news.
Mm.
Like the way you're bringing out news, it's not that everyone is ready. What if you have some old person who is out there, and
Mm.
because you make the thing a big deal, they die or they corrupt because they are scared of what is happening.
Mm.
So it reminded me of the times like you were growing up. Did you have such stuff like those random bullets? I was imagining, is that how the thing was? Like
Yeah. Not like suicide bombers like that, but like the shootings and the bombs going off some places, yeah. But not something like what just happened.
Like you would hear the sound of the
Oh, yeah.
bombs and
Oh,
the
yeah.
guns and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching Father Time by the Fire. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and my favorite part was talking about the animals and the dogs and like how I like them and all that stuff, and we hope we see you next time. Bye.